Ghanaian Customary and Family Law. At BWF, our solicitors are pleased to offer high-quality legal representation at competitive rates. Our senior partner, Bernard Owusu, has over 29 years' experience as a lawyer in the UK. BWF solicitors provide independent and practical legal assistance for all kinds of family matters, such as childcare, contested and uncontested divorce, and injunctions for domestic violence. Our childcare and family team appreciate the issues facing you in this difficult time, which is why we offer confidential advice delivered in a sensitive manner. Our senior partner is an accredited member of the Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel, which guarantees expert representation in all family and matrimonial cases. Are you seeking advice on immigration-related matters? At BWF Solicitors, our immigration team are experts in dealing with everything from general immigration to complex immigration work permits, arranging student visas, as well as entry clearance visas, family visas, and appeals. Our senior partner is an accredited member of the Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel, which guarantees expert representation. Our office is open from 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday, and on Saturdays by appointment only from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We are located at 4th floor Anna House, 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road, London, N15 4NP, just a short walk from Seven Sisters Underground. Our senior partner, Bernard Owusu, is also a qualified barrister and a member of the Ghana Bar Association. He has acted as an expert in court cases involving aspects of Ghanaian law. He has also advised local authorities, the official solicitor's office, and other solicitors on the intricacies of Ghanaian law, and is a regular contributor on the radio and TV on matters concerning Ghanaian law.
Hello. You're welcome once again to today's program, Hanging Out with BWF Solicitors. I hope you are all doing well. Please forgive me. My voice is a bit cracking. I just survived the flu attack, but hey, I'm all good. So please forgive me if my voice, it's a bit funny. Today we have lawyer Eunice Achampong, partner of BWF Solicitors, joining us again to take us through, some immigration issues. Today in particular, we are concentrating on this topic, how to apply to come to the UK on a short permitted paid event. The topic again is how to apply to come to the UK on a short permitted paid event. Please, we need to hear from you. Get involved in this discussion. Share to all your colleagues and all your contacts. If you want to contribute or, send in your questions on this program, you can do so on our Facebook, YouTube, and all social media handles at BWF Solicitors. If you want to call us live in the studio, the number is 0744 861 711. The number again is 0744 861 711. We would love to hear from you. Let me also tell you a little bit about BWF Solicitors. Yes, it's an immigration law firm, but they also specialize in family law, Ghana law and practice, and dispute resolutions. So if you have any problems with the various areas that I've mentioned, don't look anywhere else. Just give BWF Solicitors a call and they will be very happy to help you with it. At the end of this program, Lawyer Eunice will leave their office details for you to get in touch with them and book an appointment, and one of the team will be very happy to take you through whatever needs to be done. BWF Solicitors is also one of the top 3 family law solicitors in London. Wow. And they've been practicing for the last 30 years. So that tells you how credible this law firm is. Well, let me just introduce Lawyer Eunice. Lawyer Eunice, are you there? I think I'm talking too much. So straight to the point. Lawyer Eunice.
Hi, Vicky. How are you?
I'm good. And you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Right.
I hope your week wasn't too bad. I know you've got a cold.
Yeah, I did.
I hope you're doing better.
I'm doing better because I knew I was coming on on today's program. I was just praying to God, telling myself, look, this has to happen. This really has to happen because we have so many people looking up to this program. They are looking forward to this program. So, it was advertised on all our social media handles, and I was getting phone calls, messages. Vicky, I'm so excited for Saturday. So I had to, make sure that I'm fit for today. But I give God all the praise that we are here. Yes. And how's your week been?
Well, it's been good. I think we've been looking at the FIFA World Cup, isn't it?
Oh dear.
And I know England is doing well at the moment.
Yes.
Ghana, where I'm from, obviously we were hoping to win our second match, but we didn't go through with the second match. But let's look forward to the third match and see how things go. I'm sure other people are keen, like the rest of us, on the other countries that are playing within the World Cup. So let's see how things go.
I realize that, everybody, when it comes to the football, when things don't go your way, everybody tends to be a coach. It's so amazing. You're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that. Why did you take these players out? They were doing so well. Why did? And I'm like, do we really need a coach?
It's so true. People just become managers all of a sudden, and then you're thinking to yourself, why weren't you part of the managerial team when they were going? But let's see how things go.
Yeah,
I think we just have to keep encouraging our boys. We have to keep praising them and see that they do well. Yes, we want them to do well. So let's keep encouraging them.
And we wish England all the best as well.
Yes.
So, Eunice, I believe that things have been going on in regards to the Home Office. If you could give us some of the news flash for the week.
Yes, and so we've welcomed our new Prime Minister. As of September, we had Miss Liz Truss, and then after a few weeks, we had to let her go, and we now have Mr. Rishi Sunak. So in October, Mr. Rishi Sunak, who is the leader of the Conservative Party, became the leader, or should I say, our Prime Minister. So in so doing, we have Miss Suella Braverman as our Secretary of State for the Home Department. So she resigned within Liz Truss's government, and she was appointed again to that role by our very own Prime Minister, Mr. Rishi Sunak. So I'm looking forward to what she will continue to do. I know she's very much against the book crossing of asylum seekers and the rest of it. But let's see what new policies she has in mind that she will be bringing forward to the table. She has obviously been part of a lot of the committees where we've seen asylum seekers who are being housed in accommodations that are unsuitable, and people have complained about the adequacy of the premises and how they're being treated, and we've seen a lot of that on the news, and obviously she's being questioned and interrogated so much about it. But that has to do with the fact that we haven't got the capacity to be able to take in more of
No.
these numbers. And therefore, I know that that was one of the reasons why they had that agreement with Rwanda, where they'll be taking some asylum seekers. And as the case is, most of these applications for people to be sent to Rwanda have not been going through, because most of the time injunctions are sought
Yes,
such
yes.
that it will stop um, the state or stop the government from taking these asylum seekers to Rwanda. We all know that as part of the UN Convention, the UK is a signatory, and if they are a safe place or a safe country, that asylum seeker or whoever is seeking asylum should be able to remain here in the UK and have their claim assessed rather than to be taken to another country elsewhere. So
Oh,
let's see how things pan out in terms of her policies and what she would like to bring as the new, or should I say, current Home Office Secretary. And I know a lot of people have also been looking forward to the Christmas. So this Christmas, we are hoping that we'll have some snow. My daughter keeps asking me, "Mommy, when are we having snow? Is snow coming?" And I keep telling her, "Let's see. I'm not sure. Very soon, maybe the weather will just get to minus something, and then maybe we might see snow in December." But the seasonal workers, I know a lot of the time, us as Brits, we need people to help with the harvesting and with the poultry farming. So we have the seasonal workers,
yeah.
should I say, route, which is opened from
Okay.
now up till the end of December, where they can come in and basically work for a period of 6 months. So
Mm,
this was open from the 18th of October. If you are looking to come into the UK as a seasonal worker, then obviously you should have an invitation from a farm or an industry that works within poultry or harvesting to be able to say that they are willing to take you on as a seasonal worker, and therefore you are making this application to come in for this period of time to be able to help with the harvesting and the poultry farming, to be able to get us to have a good Christmas, because we all like our turkeys and our birds and our Brussels sprouts with all the trimmings that come with it. So the seasonal working route is open for people to join for that short period of 6 months. So
mm.
that is also
So, Lawyer Eunice, why are they focusing only on that aspect? I think the hospitality industry are also struggling. I've been hearing in
mm,
the news that, you know, because of Brexit, we
yeah.
had, you know, shortage in the hospitality industry. And, you know, during Christmas, people definitely go out to eat as
Mm,
well.
yes.
So, is there anything for the hospitality industry?
Yeah, so I know that a lot of the time people are focused on what the news has to say, but legally, I know that there are a lot of people who also can come through the route of, should I say, um, the restaurateur route,
Yeah.
but it is not necessarily opened for people who want to come, let's say, as waitresses or butlers or whatever it is.
Mm,
So within our UK, as a country, within our own country, I know there are so many young people who want Christmas jobs and are happy to do holiday jobs. And I remember when I was back in secondary school, and there'll be people having weddings and all sorts of things. And then they will need people to come and just help out with the reception or with the funeral service or whatever it is. And I would go and help out with these things. And sometimes you do it, it's a lot of hard work. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a few hours a night, but it is a lot of hard work because you're on your feet and you're
Yeah.
constantly back
Yeah.
and forth, back and forth. And so I think that within our own country, we have the capability to be able to take on this task, because I know from the age of 16, you are given an NI, and children who have, for instance, finished secondary school, maybe in sixth form, looking forward to a summer job to earn some money to get whatever they want, will have to be able to say, hey, do you know what? Let me go and work as a waiter or as a waitress during the holidays and try and get some money. And I think that we need to start speaking to those around us. It might not be the job that you are looking for, but it is something to just keep you going, because I know that we definitely have people who are unemployed, and a lot of the young people, if they are interested or if they are looking to get some quick money during the holidays, this is something that they can look forward to.
Great. Okay. Now, Eunice, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. All right. Okay. So thank you so much for the updates. Now, quickly going to our topic, how to apply to come to the UK on a short permitted paid event. Lawyer Eunice, just elaborate on this topic for me. Is it when, let's say, entertainers coming over to perform? Is it in relation to that? We just need you to elaborate on the topic for the benefit of those watching us.
Yes. So when we talk about a short permitted paid engagement, usually it's to do with people who want to come into the UK for just a short period of time, because whatever they're coming to do will mean that they will be paid an amount of money, which may be equivalent to, let's say, a salary or remuneration, like an employer will give. So this is usually to do with people who may be coming as entertainers, like you said. They may be coming as sports personnel.
Okay.
They may be coming as academics or experts in their fields, or maybe they may be coming just to be able to get some sort of grounding in terms of their research or something that they have to do here in the UK, or even a lawyer coming here to deal with the case. So a lot of the time it is only for that short period of time, and that's why most of the time people would want to apply for a visit visa to be able to come for that short period of time.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, Lawyer Eunice, I know we have people who come, like what you've said. We've had
Yes.
people come on this short permitted paid events. I think the most popular ones are athletes. They come in and some of them don't return. So my next question is, how can one show when coming to the UK as a genuine visitor and will not return, it will not remain in the UK?
So one of the questions that I always ask people who want to come in on this route, I always ask them, when you say you're coming here, just let's say to compete in an athlete's game, or you're coming here as a comedian to take part in some sort of event, and you say you are coming because you are coming for just that program, what will make me believe you that you are coming for that short period of time? Because a lot of the time, we have the case where people will come for this short period of time, and like you said, they may not go back. So let's look at what the immigration rules look at when they look at somebody who is coming here as a genuine visitor. First of all, they want to know that you are coming here and that you will leave. And most of the time, we say that what would convince the caseworker that you are somebody who is coming here for that short period of time and leave? They are looking at your circumstances back at home. They are looking to see what your circumstances are like and that you are somebody who will definitely return. So, do you have a family back home? Are you somebody who is a business person? Are you somebody who is committed to other things such that because of your commitments to your family, to your business, to associations, to your church, because you have all these other commitments, there is no way that you can come here for a longer period than that which you are seeking for. So those sort of should I say ties will help the caseworker understand the kind of person that you are and that you are the kind of person who is very much interested in returning back to your country once you are granted this visa. And a lot of the time, it can be the case that you won't even come with your family member. So maybe it's not just you coming, but you are applying with your family member to come on this visit. And then another thing that they want to see is that you are somebody who has previously come and then has returned. So you are not trying to make the UK your home. So somebody like that, if you've been granted permission as a visitor before and you came and you returned back to your country of origin, they believe that that is good enough reason. Another thing they are looking at is the fact that if you say you're a genuine visitor, they want to know that with somebody like you are not coming here to work and that you're not going to rely on the state's benefits. So you have your own means of maintaining yourself. So whether it is the fact that you have worked so hard and so you are coming with your own funds because you can sponsor yourself, or you're saying that there's somebody here in the UK who is willing to sponsor you financially. Some of the time, it might be that the person may be coming because somebody here has booked for them to be at a hotel. So if that has already been sorted out, then you know that you don't need to rely on somebody else to say that they would allow you to stay at their place if you were coming on that short period of time, or that that person may be sponsoring you financially. So maybe you're coming for 1 month, that person will take care of all your feeding and the rest of it. But if you're earning so much, you are maybe one of the small millionaires in the country where you're coming from, then you can show them that, of course, you are able to maintain yourself and look after yourself when you come to the UK. And they definitely don't want you to be coming on frequent visits. So even if they give you more than 6 months, most tourist and family visas will have 6 months. But if you, for instance, have a visa where they've given you 2 years or 5 years, they don't want you to be coming on frequent visits in a case where, for instance, every year you've come like twice or three times just because you have that visa available to you. And for a 12-month period, you are only allowed 6 months. And so they want you to keep to the conditions which they granted to you when they granted you leave.
Okay, so within that 6 months, does it have to be 6 months at a go, or the period of time, let's say you come here the first 2 months, go back, come back another 2 months, so it could be probably 3 times a year, meaning at a point in time it has to be 2 months, then another 2 months, another 2 months.
So the whole point is that they don't want you to make it seem like you're making the UK your home. So they are trying to say, yes, we know that you are allowed a period of 6 months within the given year. So if you are coming here, what is your purpose or reason? Maybe the reason why you took a family visa was to come and look after your sick, let's say, sister, relative. So you came here and she was okay. And then you got a phone call that she's not doing as well as you thought. She's deteriorated or whatever. So you're coming back again. And so that is the reason why you had to come on your second visit.
Right.
Maybe on the third visit, she needed you, she had nobody to help her, care for her. And that is why you had to come again on the third
Okay.
visit. So
Okay.
you should have a reason. You shouldn't be coming as and when you feel like it, because also remember that at the airports you have immigration officers who would also
Also, yeah.
question you if they feel
Yeah.
that you are making frequent visits. Yeah.
Okay. So Laura Eunice, let's say an entertainer comes for a show, and during that show program probably meet someone he's interested in and would like to settle with that person. How does that work? Will the person have to go back and
Mm.
get married to let the person, the British citizen, join him back home, get married, and later join the partner? Can there be that changes? Let's say you meet someone
Yeah.
you've fallen in love with and want to settle with the person in the UK.
So one thing that we have to understand about visa visas is that, for instance, you have a standard visa visa, and
Mm,
there are different types of visa visas that allow you to do different things. So, for instance, you have this permitted paid visa visa, and you have those that are for those coming on tourist attraction
yeah.
events, or for even family members. And you even have people who come on visas to come and study or to receive medical treatment. And then you have those that come on a visa because they want to get married. So the fiancé or the proposed civil partner route. So you have these routes available. If,
Mm,
for instance, this person wanted to get married and they didn't want to get married in their home country, so they're thinking, I want to get married in this country, then they would have to go back and apply to come as a fiance, to come and
okay.
get married here in the UK. If you
Right.
already have, let's say, another type of visit visa, which is not a fiance visa, it will be a prohibited activity. So within the immigration rules, your condition of being granted that particular type of visa is restricted. So you would see on a lot of the vignettes within the passports that if you have been granted, let's say, visit visa, there will be the restriction, you can't work or study. And it's something that is known that when you come here, you are not to receive private medical treatment.
Yes. Yeah.
And obviously, you know that if you do receive any sort of private medical treatment, you will be billed for it, because the NHS does not give free healthcare to visitors to the UK. So you will definitely be billed for it. And so there are certain prohibited activities or conditions that come with a visit visa. And you coming to the UK to get married to somebody that you have met is definitely one of those prohibited activities, and you definitely cannot work. And no bank will also open an account for you as a visitor. So there are so many other restrictions
Okay.
that come
Mm,
with having a visit visa. And so, yes, you may want to get married, you may want to stay in the UK because you've met somebody, unless you are saying that you want to overstay and then you want to get married. And even that one, when you are getting married to this person, there is that requirement for insurmountable obstacle. And
obstacles.
so, if you cannot show that there are insurmountable obstacles to you remaining in the UK and that you cannot go back to your country of origin, then it will be difficult for them to allow you to stay in the UK. So
Okay.
if you've overstayed and you're saying you're coming from a country like Iraq and there's no way you can return to your country because of what is going on, and you are particularly somebody who is targeted because you are at risk of harm. Maybe you're part of a political party, and
Yeah.
the Iraqi government is saying they have targeted you, you're on their hit list, and therefore there's no reason why you can go back. Then, of course, you can say that that is an insurmountable obstacle to
Okay.
you returning to your country of origin. And
Mm.
so there will have to be some insurmountable obstacle to you returning before you can go on and say that your application in the UK will be successful based on your partner or now spouse. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, oh my goodness, I'm learning so much from this. And I hope you are also, you know, um, getting some few points, the way Lawyer Eunice is taking her time to explain things. I would like you to contact us. Just, contribute to this discussion to make it more interesting. If you prefer to call me or send me a WhatsApp, of course, you can do so on 0744-8619-711. The number again is 0744-8619-711. If you are watching us live, please share to all your contacts. Probably this could be of benefit to someone you might not know. Lawyer Eunice, I've got a question coming. Nana says, good afternoon, ladies. Good show. Yeah, thank you very much. She says, I applied for my team of 7 musicians to come for a summer event in the UK. I added my relative and was hoping he could stay over after the event and work. I provided all the necessary documents, but it was still refused. What else can I do to bring them?
Okay. So this is one of the applications that you would receive a refusal decision for instance, if they believe that you haven't shown enough genuineness to you coming as a visitor. So I was saying at the beginning that one way you can show that you are coming as a genuine visitor is to show that when you come, you will leave. And that includes showing what your circumstances are in the country where you're from. So if, for instance, you've made the application and you've given your letter of sponsorship. So let's say the event that this person is coming for, they've provided a letter from the organization to say that we are inviting these musicians to come for a 2-week program that we are having, and once they finish with the program, we'll be paying them this amount of money for the period that they were coming for. And you obviously have this arranged and signed, and you've given them your dates, tickets, maybe hotel booking to show that when they come, they will be staying over at Hilton's Hotel for a period of the 2 weeks that obviously they are coming for. And maybe you've also said that you are going to sponsor them. I don't know if, for instance, Nana was the one sponsoring them herself, or the musicians themselves are very well to do and they are sponsoring themselves. It could be, it could be the case that they have money, so they will sponsor themselves for the short trip. But most of the time, it will be the case that somebody within the UK will be sponsoring them for that short trip, to say that they will look after their maintenance whilst they are here. Maybe it could be that they themselves have not provided enough evidence to show what their circumstances are back home. So if you are saying that you are an expert in your area of entertainment, so you're a musician, and you are showing evidence of the fact that you are coming, maybe you are self-employed in your country, so you don't necessarily have employment letter, but you can show events that you have done. And most of the time, most countries have a system where you will be able to pay into your account and also have your accounts, should I say, reported on, or they would usually have an accountant do a report on the income that they receive. So it may not be self-assessment like we have here in the UK, where you go through HMRC to have it done and then they tax you on it. But in most countries, if you are a self-employed person and you are saying that you earn your own money, you will put those monies into your accounts. You will have something which the accountant will have to put together for you to show what your earnings are. And I think any good business person will want to know what their income is and what their profits are, so that the
Exactly.
next year they will be able to make more money. So yes, things like that help in terms of showing that you have your own business. So you don't just submit, let's say, bank statements and then assume that you've shown everything,
Mm,
which is that you're a self-employed musician in your country. You have to be able to show that these incomes that you are getting have been assessed by an accountant, for instance, and they have done some sort of reports on your earnings. You should be able to show, for instance, some people have contracts with certain theaters,
mm-hmm.
and so they're able to show that from year to year, maybe I do a show twice a year with this theater or with this company or with this organization. So you should be able to show some form of evidence of these things as well. If you do gigs for individuals or for companies, show invoices of those as well, because
Okay.
invoices go a long way to show that this is the kind of person we're dealing with. So invoices are good to show as well. And then your personal life, maybe you are married, maybe you're not married, maybe you have kids, maybe you don't have kids, maybe you are involved in other things apart from just the music. You can show evidence of that. Maybe you even own your own home and you want to be able to show evidence that you own your own home
Okay.
back in your home country. Maybe you've got a big family. Maybe you help your parents, or maybe you don't just help your parents, but you help your siblings and the rest of it. Show evidence of that. Birth certificates. It could be the fact that your parents live in the same house that you have bought. Show evidence of all of those things so that at least the caseworker who's looking at your application can see that this person is very grounded in where they are coming from, and they will not take this gig lightly. So they are likely to return when they come.
Mm,
It could be that the group that you're performing with as well is a group that you usually perform with in most of your gigs. And so if that is the case, you can even show contracts that you have with the group within certain organizations. And if that is the case, the contract or the letter that says that, well, this group are a group that we usually have events with, they also show that at least you are coming as part of not just a group, but something that you are uniquely linked to. And so this group that you are coming with are people that you genuinely see as a family group, or as people that you are strongly tied to. And therefore, what you do back home is so important that when you come here, you will have to go back to your country of origin, because you have maybe a certain um, standard in your country that people are always wanting to see you. So it goes a long way to just highlight these things when you are making such an application. So nothing is too small. I always say you can show as much as you want if you believe that this is something that the caseworker who is looking at your case may find relevant. So your circumstances and the ties in your
mm,
home country, whether as an individual within the group or as a group will also help in helping the caseworker decide. And then
Mm.
another thing Nana was saying was the fact that she has a brother and she
Yeah.
wants the brother to stay. Um, well, let's just say that when it comes to visa applications, most of the time people think that when they come, they'll be able to work. And people who've come to this country maybe 20 years ago, they would have been able to find work. I
Yes.
mean, even 15 years ago, they would have been able to find work on a visit visa.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's not the case. And um, a lot of the time I've realized that people have come with that mindset that when they come, they'll be able to get work and
Their
then
work. Yeah.
it will be okay. But you can't work in your own name, especially when employers since 2014 have been told that if they are caught employing somebody who is illegal, they will be fined
Fine.
20,000
Yes.
pounds. So no employer, knowing that they are going to be fined, would want to employ somebody who is illegal. And you can't work when you have a visa. You should have a leave to remain or indefinite leave to remain to be able to work in the UK. So, unfortunately, one of the prohibitions for a visa is the fact that you cannot work. You can't take up employment. You can't even work as a self-employed person. You can't do any sort of work experience if you have not stated clearly that you are coming to do like a work internship, for instance.
Okay.
So she cannot just say to her brother that we are going to allow you to work when the visa expires or whilst you are here in the UK. It's a no.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you've just joined us, you are at the right place at the right time. This is hanging out with BWF Solicitors. My name is Vicky Newton, and with me is our learned solicitor and partner of BWF Solicitors in the person of lawyer Eunice Achampong. Today, the topic we're discussing is how to apply to come to the UK on a short term permitted paid event. And Lawyer Eunice has taken us through the immigration rules in relation to permitted paid engagement. If you have any questions, please do so on all our social media handles on Facebook, YouTube, at BWF Solicitors. If you prefer to contact us live on this program, you can do so on 0744 8619 711. You can send me a WhatsApp message on 0744 8619 711. Please share this program. Thank you. Right, Lawyer Eunice. Right, okay. Another viewer is also sent in her question. She wants to remain anonymous. She's saying, I'm currently in the UK with a visit visa. I have found work with a care home which is willing to sponsor me as a skilled worker. I would like to find out what I will need to make the application.
So you have somebody who also wants to stay because they found work. I think when it comes to this work, skilled worker visa route, a lot of people have to understand that it is a route that you have to come into the UK having already applied for it. So
Okay.
you cannot enter the UK with a visit visa and then expect to switch to the skilled worker route. One of the restrictions within our immigration rules is that if you come on a visit visa, you cannot switch to so many other routes. And that's why, even with the family route, they would say that they expect you to have overstayed your visa to be able to even make the application on a family route. I
Yeah.
know that during the COVID, when there were restrictions in terms of travel, the government made it such that if anybody was being restricted to leave the UK, they could make applications to remain here if they had visit visas. And that was amazing because we had never seen anything like that ever. And people took opportunity of that and did make applications to remain here with their family members, to remain here as students, to even remain here and work. So that was good during the COVID times, but unfortunately they have stopped all of that. And so to be on a visit visa and think that you can switch to another route whilst on a visit visa is not something you can do. So, unfortunately, having a visit visa does not allow you to switch to any other route. And
Okay.
therefore, it would mean that you will have to return to your country of origin to be able to make the application. If for one reason or the other you are an EU national, let's say that you're coming from the EU countries and you've got some sort of work here in the UK, if you can truly show that this person who is an employer is willing to offer you this certificate of sponsorship as a skilled worker to come and work within their company, then I would say that, do you know what? You are within the EU, and therefore, even when you return and make the application, you will be granted the visa within 3 months, sometimes even less, because the fees and the time that it takes for EU nationals to make these applications are a bit less than those who are making their applications from outside the EU. So that is also worth looking into if you're an EU
Oh,
national and you came here with a visit visa with the intention to work. You have to basically go back to make the application and then come back. Yeah.
okay. Now, Iris, what makes UK still attractive to visitors? Why
Well,
cross borders? I don't know. Is it because they are very lenient when it comes to the immigrant? Because they keep changing it all the time, but we still
yes.
have
Yeah, you
people
still have people who
who
want
want
to
to,
come here.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I think because our currency is quite good, I think that even though we are all going through this economic crisis, we have a very good currency. And yes, our currency is not like the dollar, which is used as a currency worldwide, but
yeah.
it is strong in the sense that if you were to take our pound sterling anywhere in the world, it
Mm,
will sort of fetch you a good amount of money in whichever country you are from. So I would say that our currency is quite good. Number two, I also think that our we have a good culture and people like the language. So if I'm coming to a country where the language is widely spoken, I'm not saying it's the most spoken language, but it is widely spoken around the world, then I think that I am coming to a country which is a country that is seen worldwide to be a good country to
mm,
come to.
mm,
Um, so people also like the culture and the language, and so they would obviously want to come to a country like the UK. And I know that when the Queen was alive, people wanted to just come and see what this whole monarchy was about.
monarchy was about. Yeah.
So that was also something that attracted people
Mm,
as well. But I guess um, the fact that we are also a people that are accepting.
it's
Well,
true.
now I don't think that the government is accepting, but we are generally a people that is accepting and welcoming uh, of other ethnicities and other cultures and other
Mm,
religions. And so, because we have that attitude of accepting others, people feel the need to uh, constantly come to the UK
mm,
as well. And I think that is a good quality to have. And I think we stand out from most of the European countries because I think that people still going to Europe and they still find a way of coming back to the UK because they hear so much about the UK and they think that we have policies and we have laws that are generally
Mm.
acceptable to everybody and are not restrictive in that sense.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. So that takes me to our last question for today. I've got Rihanna who is saying she's loving the show. We're looking good. Thank you so much. I'm blushing. Yes.
The gold has vanished.
The flu is gone. Right. We need more of that, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yes.
Yes. Rihanna says, I'm almost at the end of the 6 months. I was granted the 6 months I was granted, and would like to apply for an extension after falling ill. Can I
Okay.
apply for extension?
Yes, you can. I think another good thing about our immigration rules is that it allows you to apply for an extension of your visit leave, and it's for people who are um, coming to receive treatment. So maybe you came to visit your family member and
Yeah.
you have fallen ill. Maybe you've been diagnosed with cancer or some terminal illness,
Mm-hmm.
and you are saying that you want to receive treatment. And some academics who came on a 1 year visa can also extend their leave as well. Or people who came to take a professional exam can also extend their leave as well, as long as
Okay.
they have evidence or a letter to show that maybe they are continuing with their professional exam or they are continuing with their research or whatever it is. Mostly for people who are receiving medical treatment, they need a letter from a general practitioner or from an NHS hospital to say that this is the treatment they are receiving, this is the cost of their treatment, and
Treatment.
the person should be able to show that they will be able to cover the cost. So
Yes. Very
if the
important.
cost is over £10,000, you should show evidence that you have that £10,000 to be able to cover the
Mm.
cost of the treatment that you will be receiving or you are receiving. And so, yes, you can apply for a further 6 months whilst in
Mm.
the UK. Yes.
Okay. All right. So on that wonderful note, Eunice, your last words and any contact details for those who would like to get in touch with you after the program.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, so I know we've spoken a lot about people who are coming here on a visit, either for a permitted paid event or those that have come in general and are looking to see how they can continue to stay in the UK. We don't just deal with immigration, as Vicky said at the beginning, we also deal with family law and practice and also with dispute resolution. If you do have some civil matters, we also deal with civil litigation as well. We are BWS solicitors. We are situated in London, in Seven Sisters. Our address is the fourth floor of Anna House. So, fourth floor of Anna House. 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road. So it's 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road, London. Our postcode is N154NP. So it's N154NP. Our offices are open from Monday to Friday from 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. And our telephone number is 0208 493 7340. So it's 0208 493 7340. I think that most of the time people would want to speak to me or to seek further advice after the program or after the working day. My telephone number is 075 35 81 3910. So 075 35 81 3910. Thank you so much, Kiki.
Thank you, Lawyer Eunice. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank you so much for staying with us through this program. I believe that you've been able to pick certain things from what was discussed today, and you'll be able to share the recorded version to your friends and loved ones. If you joined us close to the end of the program, don't be sad. We've got recorded version on our YouTube and Facebook handles. So you can go there, sit, relax, and watch from the beginning. So if there's anything whilst watching you need to speak to Lawyer Eunice about, she's also left her contact details for you to get in touch with her, and she'll be very happy to help you. So until we see you another time, take good care of yourselves, and we love you. Lioness. Bye.
We'll see you later. Bye.
Exactly. Take care. Bye.
Based in London, we are a dynamic award-winning firm specializing in a range of legal services, including family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary and family law. At BWF, our solicitors are pleased to offer high-quality legal representation at competitive rates. Our senior partner, Bernardo Wusu, has over 29 years' experience as a lawyer in the UK. BWF solicitors provide independent and practical legal assistance for all kinds of family matters, such as childcare, contested and uncontested divorce, and injunctions for domestic violence. Our childcare and family team appreciate the issues facing you in this difficult time, which is why we offer confidential advice delivered in a sensitive manner. Our senior partner is an accredited member of the Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel, which guarantees expert representation in all family and matrimonial cases. Are you seeking advice on immigration-related matters? At BWF Solicitors, our immigration team are experts in dealing with everything from general immigration to complex immigration work permits, arranging student visas, as well as entry clearance visas, family visas, and appeals. Our senior partner is an accredited member of the Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel, which guarantees expert representation. Our office is open from 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday, and on Saturdays by appointment only from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We are located at 4th floor Anna House, 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road, London, N15 4NP, just a short walk from Seven Sisters Underground. Our senior partner, Bernardo Wusu, is also a qualified barrister and a member of the Ghana Bar Association. He has acted as an expert in court cases involving aspects of Ghanaian law. He has also advised local authorities, the official solicitor's office, and other solicitors on the intricacies of Ghanaian law, and is a regular contributor on the radio and TV on matters concerning Ghanaian law.
Thank you, Lawyer Eunice.